Hello everyone, welcome to episode 27 of my Bloodborne effective run. Today we're going to tie the final knot on a lot of our side quests, and we're going to start off with Ariana. So Ariana is missing at this point, and we have to find her. Luckily we know where she is, or I do at least, and you're about to find out. Unfortunately for her, she has produced an item we need, and there's only one way to take it from her. But she does seem pretty miserable in this thing. I think she might have been experimented on nights prior to the hunt. I'm not sure. But we're about to have our introduction to a new enemy type that we'll see a lot more of in the next episode that she has, well, given birth to.
It can't be. This is a nightmare.
So it would seem that within the course of a few hours, Ariana has experienced all 3 trimesters of pregnancy and given birth to a monstrosity. If there's lore on why this is happening to her, I'm really not sure. Like, she's got some Cain-Hurstiness to her, and she's got corrupted blood, as we kind of see in the description of that particular umbilical cord, which we need. I'm really not sure why she has been put in this situation. But yet, she was clearly experimented on, and unfortunately, the way to end her side quest and get the item is to end her currently night misery. Now, this might be, it might just be for the night and everybody's will be staying in the morning, or they may be permanently corrupted. There's not really any telling. Let's talk to everyone else and see how they're doing.
There you are. You're early, dear. Is anything the matter? You can always tell me. Mother will make everything better. What's wrong? Anything you'd like to tell me? Oh, good. What a relief. You always were the brave one. But you can't bottle up everything inside. You mustn't be afraid to share.
Your lies spin a web, but I see through your deceit. I did not learn from books. No. I learned it all with my own mind.
So at this point, Adela and the Lying Man's side quests are at an ended impasse. We could progress with Granny if we tell her our woes. If you do that, she will give you a sedative, which in my IMO is, outside of very rare circumstances, is a very useless item. But after a certain amount of woes spoken with her, she'll run out of sedatives and leave the safety of the sanctuary that we've created to go get more because she's worried about you and your woes. She's done a full 180 on how she feels about us. Let's talk to Alfred now.
Oh, good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest. Aha! Is that the sigil of Canehurst? I've heard tell of Canehurst nobles and their amusingly pompous invitations. Wonderful. I thank you profusely. I will depart immediately, but first, a token of my gratitude. Ah, I feel my master's hand at work. Praise the good blood, and let us cleanse these tarnished streets. It has been an honor, but I must say goodbye. Let us cleanse these tarnished streets.
So to complete Alfred's quest, we need to give him the Canehurst summons. We're going to head back over and talk to one more NPC before we see how that plays out. But yeah, here we go.
Oh, kind hunter. Another one you sent made it here safe and sound. This place is a real haven now, thanks to you. But I'm afraid that was the last of them. There ain't a peep to be heard, not in the old town. I doubt there's any more out there. God save us. Yarnum's done for.
Unfortunately, he doesn't really have any new dialogue for us now. He doesn't seem to react to Ariana going missing. Although if you do kill the NPCs or take care of them, they will... Or they die in some state. He will usually comment on that. Just for whatever reason doesn't comment on Ariana. Gilbert unfortunately has fully transformed into a beast and attacked him, so we have put him out of his misery, so to speak, if that makes any sense. A lot of cleaning up to do, and he gives us a very powerful version of the claw mark rune, which I'm going to take advantage of to make the build slightly more efficient for, parry fishing. There are some fights, and especially Lawrence, where parry fishing is not the strategy, but for any strategy where a boss can be parried, not a bad idea. So this might not have been a bad idea before going to fight Logarius, although our tanky recovering parry build was very strong against him. So, I do think it's a good idea to fight him after you have the health back and bullets back runes. Time to go visit Alfred again.
Master, look! I've done it! I've done it! Smashed and pounded and grounded this rotten siren into fleshy pink pulp. There, you filthy monstrosity! What good's your immortality now? Try stirring up trouble in this sorry state. All mangled and twisted, with every inside on the outside for all the world to see.
So once this happens, go ahead and pick up the Queen's flesh. It'll be used later.
You, is it? Look at this. Thanks to you, I've done it. Well, isn't it wonderful? Now Master can be canonized as a true martyr. I've done it. I have.
And now that we have the best emote in the game, we of course need to equip it. If you actually want to fight Alfred, this is your chance. Progressing his quest any further will result in not being able to confront him in a fighting manner. So it looks like that killing Alfred only nets you some extra blood echoes. So if you actually want to fight him, you certainly can. But we're about to go see his final resting spot, unfortunately. After you have that confrontation, make your way to the location where you first met Alfred, and he will be there. It is kind of fun doing this because you get to go in what was initially a very dangerous and intimidating encounter, and you know, pretty much they really can't do too much damage to you, and you one-shot them. No need for my L1 R1 strats here. Look at that pittance of damage. So it is kind of fun to run back through here and not have to worry. I don't know. What do you think of Alfred's quest line? I personally don't like the way it ends. I kind of wish it ended more akin to another person, the voice actor Alfred voice acts, where we would get to fight him, especially after taking the blood oath to be a Canehurst member. I kind of wish when we'd show up, he'd detect the scent on us or something, and it would end up being a regular fight. But here lies Alfred. And I've been doing some fun comments from the hunter's perspective, and I had some thoughts here, but I thought better. I don't really like joking about or making jokes in light of suicide, and I didn't feel like making one with Ariana either, because all of my hunter replies are jokes, and I don't really like taking those two subjects lightly. But Alfred here has unfortunately either taken his own life or come back here and is for whatever reason resting in peace due to an outside force. But I think it's heavily implied that he made this decision on his own. I would not recommend killing Alfred early because you miss out on the Roar Jester, which, like I said earlier, is just absolutely the best jester or emote in Soulsborne. I think my second favorite jester is in Dark Souls 3, where you just lay on the ground, and sometimes you can do that through geometry, and so it makes it hard for an invader or an invadee to see. Double checking my runes here. I think next, if I remember correctly, we're off to go figure out why we can't warp to the Grand Cathedral where we fought Amelia. And yes, that does look to be the case. Spoilers, there is a fight up here. One of two fights. Either way, you will be resolving Eileen's questline, which can go one of two ways. One, you can fight another powerful hunter for Eileen, or you can end up fighting Eileen because she has deemed you as a blood-drunk hunter. Is she blood-drunk herself? Who knows? I'm not sure on that front. But that is the case, and here we go.
You again? I'm afraid I've made a bit of a blunder. I'm just going to have a short rest. Though, don't worry. I've taken blood. Enough to save an old woman. No more dreams for me. This is my last chance. What a fool I am. I'll have to tread carefully. But that thing still lies in wait. Turn back. This is my score to settle.
So we have talked to Eileen, and she's been a little bit effed up by one of her prey. This is the Bloody Crow of Canehurst. It is a very infamous NPC fight. He's quite strong,
Lies in wait this way.
quite cheesy,
Turn back.
and I would probably say the majority of people that fight him now use the stairs cheese, which I'll show off a little bit here, and I'll use to a great degree. He has one heal, he has infinite bullets, and he has a really strong dual pistol, which I think we have access to in the Hunter stream. So he also uses the Shikage, which is your weeaboo weapon, your samurai or ninja, your Japanese sword. He is parryable, but he's also going to try to do that to you. Now the Shikage in its transformed state gets coated in blood, and in his case it adds a fast poison effect. I haven't used it enough or fought against other players enough to see if it gives them a fast poison effect or not. But he will pop it into the two-handed form. And when it's in the two-handed form, it adds blood damage, but where it gets the blood damage from is it drains the user's health. So there's a couple of fun things you can do here. One, you can try to poison him with throwing knives, which is a pretty good strategy. And then bait him into doing the transform attack like he's doing right here, and then just try to egg him down the stairs and until his aggro falls off. See, there's the fast poison. And he's healed. But it's still just ticking, doing damage to him. You combine that with the slow poison effect, like from a poison knife. That's going to go down really, really fast. And a lot of people do that. And then you'll just slowly follow him up these stairs to make sure he keeps the sword out. But yeah, one of the most infamous NPCs. That being said, if you actually just want to fight him, we are plenty strong enough to legitimately do this. I would still recommend fighting him on the stairs, so that way if you need a breather, you can get it, because, you know, hunter NPCs are a little bit different than bosses in that they're not designed necessarily to give you a window to heal. And your window to heal is going to come from the unleashing AI on these stairs. But with our 2 claw runes and everything, we just do a shit ton of damage to him. I should have done a transform attack there and just ended it in 2 hits, but I got scared. Now, you're definitely in shape to fight him if you've already farmed. If you haven't farmed yet and you're just getting a little head on videos, I would recommend actually waiting on farming. We're going to get another very useful gesture in the next episode, and you can get the 3rd level moon rune, allowing you to stack all 3 for the pig farm in Murgo's Loft.
Don't you ever listen to your elders. No matter. You did save my life. I don't seem to be apt for this life anymore. My glory days were long ago now. I know. Here. For you. This too is hunter's work, but it bears no honor. A burden you may choose to carry. The decision is yours alone. My eyes grow heavy. Let me rest a while. I'll be fine. Just wait.
So effectively at this point, Eileen has passed the torch to us and given us all the required items to be a hunter of hunters. She's hoping that in progressive hunts that come next, we will put down any mad hunters who've gone a little bit too far and send them off to the DLC, I guess. Now, as far as is it okay to kill her early? If you don't care about fighting the crow, sure. You're not going to get the full suite of goods from her. But if you just want the Blades of Mercy real fast, you can certainly lure her off of the ledge where you first meet her. Wait for her to run back up and then keep luring her off. And then you'll have the access to the Blades of Mercy quite early in the game. Although I've never really done a Blades of Mercy in-depth playthrough. I find them, like, I'm sure they're fine, but they definitely feel more PvP oriented with how they swing the momentum of the player around so wildly. Finally, we're going to be making our way up to the top of this tower where we got the badge for Ludwig's Holy Blade. And we're going to open that door that we couldn't open before, because when we were in Yarhagul, we got the key to this area. Now, you certainly could come here directly after getting the key, which is not a bad strategy. But in this playthrough, we thought it was a better idea to just go straight for the plus 10 weapon. Either way, it takes about the same amount of time. And here we have made it to the Upper Cathedral Ward, where we have one of Ariana's kids. Anyway, I hope you all are staying safe and have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.